So you're South Jersey, Philly.
So we actually only in New Jersey now. We cut out Philly.
Gotcha.
So one major mistake, if for anyone out there watches, it's really easy to just go grab revenue wherever it is, especially when you do PPC and you do other marketing things. You just
Right.
turn it on.
Yep.
You and turn it on elsewhere. But it really hurts your logistics. It really hurts your market saturation. It really hurts your management because it's way harder to manage. Again, the truck breaks down farther away.
Yep.
So we're in the process of we cut out Pennsylvania, but we'll still service it for VIP clients as well as the job makes sense. But we're no longer marketing in Pennsylvania, and we plan on opening new locations there to handle it separately.
Got it. Okay. Take me back to when you got your first truck, your first dump truck. Was it a used truck? Was it new? Talk to me about that story.
So our first truck ever was a box truck.
Okay.
2006, a Suzuki cab box truck, 16-footer. We used that, and that actually just died like 6 months ago. So we got good use of that. Yeah. And now it's just a billboard for us.
Sure.
And then my brother-in-law also had a pickup truck. We put that towards the business, got it wrapped, and he got that for free. And then in 2017, we bought our first Isuzu cab dump truck.
Okay.
And that was definitely just like a game changer as far as logistics go, and again, how many jobs we can get into a day. The ease of prediction, obviously how long it's going to unload compared to having to predict how long the hand unload was going to take.
Right.
Little things like that, you don't realize that there's like these special nuances in how you actually do the job, rather than we're just picking this up and putting it down. Like every measure of time has value.
Yep.
And that was the dump truck just made it so much easier to do that.
Got it. Okay. Well, talk to that actually. Guys that are starting out with a box truck or still in the model of using box trucks versus a dump truck, what kind of really pushed you towards just biting the bullet and going towards the dump?
Well, I guess we didn't really fully bite the bullet, right? That's why I went the box truck in the beginning, because we didn't know where to start. It was much cheaper.
Yep.
Our dump trucks with cans cost us like $75,000.
Okay.
So yeah, it was like, again, when we came to that point, when we bite the bullet in that sense, we were actually like, can we afford it? Because even though we started to have a little bit more success and proof of concept, didn't mean we had cash flow.
Yeah.
So we had to take that jump to say, hey, how much more business is going to do, or how much more time is this going to alleviate, so we can concentrate on other things to build more business.
Yeah.
So we just realized that if we wanted to grow, we knew that was part of the way to scale. We just didn't think box trucks were scalable.
Yeah.
So.
What's the number you guys? You seem like a very analytical guy.
Everyone says that, and I don't know. I guess I am, especially in this space, maybe.
Sure.
And I appreciate it because I love to be more of an analytical guy and still figuring that out. But yeah.
What's the metric you guys put to a box truck versus a dump? Like, is it an extra job per day? Is it an extra 1.5 labor hours for box versus dump? Like, what's the metric you put on it and said, okay, that's it. This proves the math. We're going dump. Like, what was that?
Yeah, 1 to 2 jobs a day.
Okay.
Easily.
Yep.
And that's the standard rate. There's some days you can get 4 more jobs in a day. It's about a half-hour time at the dump.
Yep.
Especially depending on the load. So if you have furnishing, we'll still do some hand unloading sometimes, because if you source separate the truck, you got to calculate that math in your head and say, all right, does it make sense to source separate the metal here or donations here, and then hand unload this portion? Because if I put donations and trash in the same truck, I can't go just dump it. I have to hand unload.
Right.
So we make those calculations around a half hour, on per full truck, and usually you dump maybe twice a day, depending on how big your trucks are and how much you pack. But you can expect at least twice 2 dumps. So you save an hour right there in that part of logistics.
Yep.
But that's also, if you get really heavy jobs, you have to send 2 guys to the dump, 2 hand load, and things are jacked up in there.
Yep.
As opposed to, if you have a dump truck, you leave 1 guy on site and 1 guy goes to dump and he comes back. There's just more logistic options that way as well. On top of that, we have the roll-off containers, so we can have source separating for different materials back on site, as well as just an extra can when the dumps are closed.
Sure.
That was a big part of it as well.
Got it.